I can inspire from the Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and Jet Li, but we need to signature.
Tony Jaa, the thunderbolt of martial arts cinema, exploded onto the screen with a level of intensity, precision, and authenticity that had not been seen since the golden era of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. And for a moment, it seemed like the world had discovered its next action messiah. Born as Tachakorn Yerim in the rural rice fields of Surin, Thailand, Tony's early life revolved around simplicity and hardship, shaped by the rhythm of farming life and the cultural traditions that surrounded him. His fascination with martial arts wasn't just a childhood phase. It was a fire lit by watching Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and Jackie Chan on grainy VHS tapes at temple fairs, inspiring him not just to imitate, but to chase greatness. Unlike most kids, he trained relentlessly, flipping, kicking, and shadow fighting in the open fields, turning nature into his training ground, with no mats, no coaches, and certainly no camera crew, just raw passion and self-belief. His formal martial arts training began at age 10 in a local temple, where he studied Muay Thai under traditional masters, using his body as both weapon and canvas. But Tony wasn't content with just being a fighter. He had cinematic dreams. That dream took a serious turn when he was discovered by the legendary stuntman and director Pana Ritikrai, who took him under his wing and introduced him to the brutal world of stunt work. For over a decade, Tony endured behind-the-scenes pain for others' glory, doubling in commercials, taking dangerous falls, even leaping onto elephants, all without the applause, but with an unshakable focus on the bigger goal. He became a human crash test dummy, mastering not just martial arts, but camera movement, timing, and choreography. He studied everything from Taekwondo and Judo to Aikido, learning how to blend authenticity with the cinematic illusion. And when his moment finally came in 2003 with the release of Ong-Bak Muay Thai Warrior, he didn't just arrive, he detonated. No wires, no stunt doubles, no CGI, just pure kinetic fury. Tony's brutal elbows, knee strikes, and full-contact fight scenes turned heads around the world. Audiences didn't just see a movie, they saw a new era of action being born. The follow-up, Tom Yum Goong, The Protector, pushed the envelope even further, introducing a style based on elephant combat and featuring a jaw-dropping single-take, 4-minute brawl that is still considered one of the greatest fight scenes in modern cinema. Suddenly the comparisons were flying. Was this the next Bruce Lee? Was this the man to revive a dying genre and take martial arts into the future? Even Jackie Chan took notice and tried to bring him into Rush Hour 3. A golden ticket into Hollywood, but scheduling conflicts and increasing tension behind the scenes caused that opportunity to slip through his fingers. Tony's relationship with mentor, Pana Ritikrai, began to fracture under creative pressure, and the dream team that had brought him global fame began to unravel. His home studio, Sahamongkol Film, became more of a prison than a partner, locking him into restrictive contracts that controlled his work, finances, and future. At the height of his success, Tony should have been riding a wave into Hollywood superstardom, but instead, he was trapped in a system that drained him. Taking on directing duties for Ong-Bak 2 stretched him beyond his limits, and as production fell apart, Tony did something no one expected. He walked off the set and disappeared into a monastery. No public statement, no final fight scene, no grand finale. He was just gone. Rumors swirled. Was he mentally broken, spiritually lost, or simply exhausted? In truth, he was all three. He sought peace, refuge, and freedom in Buddhist monastic life, away from the clamor of fame and the pressure of expectations. His silence shook fans and filmmakers alike. Thailand's most promising cinematic export had vanished at his peak, and the world kept turning without him. The Thai film industry moved on. Hollywood found new faces like Iko Uwais, and when Tony finally returned years later, the window of opportunity had narrowed. He landed roles in Fast and Furious 7 and XXX Return of Xander Cage, but his appearances were more novelty than headliner. Fans were thrilled to see him, but disappointed that he was underused. His bone-crunching style muted, his screen time trimmed, and his fight scenes sanded down by stylized choreography and over-editing. Hollywood didn't quite know how to handle Tony Jaa. Unlike Jet Li or Jackie Chan, who found niches through charisma or emotional depth, Tony was all impact and intensity, but lacked the storytelling muscle or language fluency to carry English-speaking roles with the same fire. He wasn't given the chance to lead, to shine, or to grow. Studios feared his accent, undervalued his presence, and minimized his screen importance. His past struggles with Saham Mongkol didn't help either. He was locked into legal battles that nearly blocked him from doing Fast 7, with the studio reportedly demanding $50 million in compensation. Even after cutting ties, the damage was done, the momentum was lost. The dream of global stardom had eroded, and yet, through it all, Tony Jaa's influence remained. His fight scenes are still studied by choreographers. His no wires, no CGI approach remains a gold standard. He pushed Donnie Yen to be better. He reignited a passion for real martial arts on screen. And yet the haunting question lingers. What if? What if he had full creative freedom from the beginning? What if he hadn't been tied down? What if Hollywood had truly invested in him as a lead? Could he have been the next Bruce Lee? Could he have ushered in a new golden age of action? Perhaps. But life doesn't always follow scripts, and Tony's story, like his fighting style, is rough, raw, and real. He didn't get the fairy tale ending, but he left a mark that few ever do. Tony Jaa may not be topping box offices now, but he'll forever be remembered as the man who redefined action in the 2000s. He didn't just fight, he inspired. His name is etched in the annals of martial arts cinema as a blazing comet that lit up the sky, disappeared too soon, but left trails we still follow. And though his stardom dimmed, his legacy never will. So what do you think? Did Tony Jaa deserve a better shot? Or did he find something greater in his journey? Something beyond fame and fortune? Let us know in the comments. And if you loved this story, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the legends of action cinema, and stick around, because the next video on screen just might change how you see another martial arts icon forever.